Hello. So, hey, Darcel, I'm joined with Darcel today to talk about her experience of working with me over the last 6 months. So, Darcel, it's fantastic.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to speak to you. So, take it away. I mean, tell everyone who you are and just give us a bit of a, headline summary on what it is you're doing in property.
Yeah, so as you know, I'm Darcel and I'm South African British. And so I'm living in Dubai and I've been here for 9 years. I work as a private governess. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, that's like a teacher / nanny for high net worth individuals. And so I started my property journey actually living here by investing in properties in South Africa. And then I met with a wonderful group of people. We started a JV group and we invested in properties in Wales. But then I got to a point where I thought, I just need to be financially free because I'm tired of doing these extremely long hours and I'm going to have more control over my life. And then that's why I stumbled across you, Judy. And it's been an absolute eye-opener and a blessing, actually, because, as much as I had the experience of having the JV group, I didn't really have my own experience because I was learning from other people rather than taking my own individual path. So that is the whole point, that I wanted to be confident in property, and you ticked like all the boxes that I needed pretty much, in kind of having this freedom to travel, this freedom to kind of own your own time. And that's exactly what I wanted. So working with you has just given me that stepping stone, like an immense stepping stone, not only in just my confidence, but just really setting the stage for me and understanding the property world much clearer. So yeah, I'm just really, really grateful.
Oh, well, thank you. It's wonderful to hear the feedback. But if you rewind to when we first chatted, more than 6 months ago, you already had a really successful JV, you already had properties in South Africa. So what were the problems that you had back then about growing your portfolio?
I think really with regards to my own journey, it was just the confidence of like starting from scratch, because like I said, I just learned by the others in the group. I was more like giving the donations, the investor as such, of giving the money, but never actually knowing how to start from the beginning. So I think that's where some of the issues arose for me. And I really wanted to get the really detailed ins and outs of understanding how property really works. And going through you and having this, being the machine, looking at the machine as you call it, and understanding how the cogs work in this machine and breaking it all down is really just what's giving me the clarity that I needed. And first, I think it's also about having to grow my own self-belief, because I don't think I had that in the beginning. I was full of doubt, full of anxiety, full of like, am I making the right decision? This is a lot of money I'm going to be parting with. This is a lot of my savings. And it's all, I think it all stemmed around like being confident in the decisions I'm making, but also understanding your area, as you're saying, and researching, doing your due diligence on everything. So I think in the beginning, that is really what was a bit of the scary part for me.
Okay, so you had, you already had a really successful JV and you had property in South Africa, and you wanted to like go solo. That was like the big vision, to get your own freedom, I suppose. And your biggest challenge was the confidence and the knowledge of doing it solo, right? Okay.
Yeah, exactly,
okay, so
exactly.
So when you think about the steps that we can like took working together, what for you were the key steps that made the most difference to you, do you feel?
Oh, that's such a good question. So many. How can I pinpoint that? I think it's really understanding what are my goals. Really, that was the biggest, because if you don't have goals, how can you plan to know what you want from your properties? Like you're saying, do you want the time freedom? Do you want the location freedom? Like, do you just want, what do you want? So it's as much as we want everything, and all these strategies are so, so lucrative and seem really tempting. It's about, what do you want now? What's going to get you to where you want to as quickly as you can? So I think that for me was the most important thing, is just setting the goals and understanding, what do I want? Because of course we're in data with so many ideas, And I think
Yeah.
that was a really good start for me
Yeah.
to kind of break that down, so to speak.
And I love, you have had, it hasn't been straightforward, right? This hasn't been easy. You really had to turn yourself off from a lot of distractions, be really, really intentional to get stuff done. Like, I kind of want to say this hasn't been like a walk in the park. You have been relentless in your focus here, right? I've really admired that about how you've about this.
Thank you.
Okay, so having taken those steps, and do you want to just talk about where you are now? What does your property, journey, for a better word, look like now?
Yeah, so having gone through everything with you, I decided to invest in Liverpool, which I found some below value properties, two actually, which I put in offers for. And I'm going to use one for serviced accommodation, and the other one I'm just going to use as a family style buy-to-let, because the location is, a great place for that. And when I first put in the offer to purchase and speaking through you and just breaking it all down, of course I was a bit nervous about it, but I felt like this is perfect, because it's exactly what I was looking for, below market value. I could see the BRR strategy that I wanted to use in it. And now, I'm doing all my layouts, I do my schedule of works, I'm working with like contractors. If you had pictured me 6 months ago, I would have thought you're crazy. That's not me. Like, never would I have thought that I'd be in that position to put two offers going at the same time. Don't get me wrong, I'm juggling a lot right now. But it's been an incredible learning experience. And I'm so glad that I'm now at a place where I'm learning exactly everything that we've done since we spoke together. And it's just brilliant working, and now I'm understanding property so much more that it's actually becoming addictive. Like every day it's like looking up something new, or like yesterday I went to a property meetup group, and that was your advice in the beginning, is meet as many people, be exposed to everyone in the industry. And yesterday I met a developer, I met an investor. I mean, these kind of things, it's like it's so valuable to me, asking these questions and just learning. And people are really happy to teach and give up their information, because it's all about sharing is caring. So I think this has been like really fundamental part of my learning journey with you, and to have these two properties under my belt, I'm really proud. I must say, I'm really proud, and thank you for that. For your encouragement.
It's just been amazing to see, just to see. I'm just so thrilled. And you have put the time in, and you work full time as well. You haven't got an abundance of time. You've really had to make some very intentional choices about what you are going to do and about what you're not going to do, and about how to use your time. So you've now got the property habit. So
yeah, exactly.
Over the last 6 months, what has been your biggest takeaway, your biggest learning you think that you've had?
Okay, another really great question. There's so many. I think, do you know what? The number one thing is self-belief. I'm going to repeat that again, because without that, that's like, as I was saying, the stepping block to going forward. And doing this course, I thought, you know what, there's a lot of I think there's a lot of jargon when it comes to property, but when you actually break it down, I was like, you know what, I can really, really do this. And having like these, imagine like a staircase and climb the steps. I'm right up the top now. That's how I feel. I'm doing the Rocky dance, that's but really it is the complete self-belief that you can do this, and you limit yourself. You limit your own thinking.
Yeah, and
I think come and go.
Okay, I heard you talking on the YPN podcast, on the Your Property Network podcast, and I was just grinning from ear to ear hearing you talk. Your confidence.
I appreciate that so much.
I could just, you go back and listen to that whenever you need to, because that is just like amazing. I really, really love listening.
Well, it's all because of working with you. Yeah, it's really, it's like I said, if I hadn't had like a mentor who could have guided me so well, then do you know what? I feel like I wouldn't be in this position. It'd be me go scrolling through YouTube videos, finding out how to work out property. And it works for some people, don't get me wrong. But for me, I needed I needed somebody who has experience. I needed that. And, you know, like going back to your question, the number one thing take away from this is complete self-belief now. I know I can do this. It's no longer a barrier for me. So that is just, it's just about going through all of this and just uncovering like more, like just kind of take away my own self-limiting beliefs. And so that's been achieved.
It absolutely fills me with joy to hear you say that and to see you have, you know, your own machine, and that you can just now, you know, you've got these two so far that you can just go away and repeat, you know, it's
yeah, exactly.
Well
exactly.
Well
I'm so
okay,
I'm really excited for what the future holds.
Yeah, me too. I'm, you know, really excited to see what it holds for you. So final question. Would you who would you recommend, sorry, what would you recommend someone working with me, and who, what type of person would you recommend to work with me?
Would I recommend anyone to work with you?
Yeah, so sorry, who would you recommend, like what sort of profile of person would you say, oh, you know, you'd be it'd be helpful for you to work with Julie?
Well, to be honest, I think anyone who's a complete beginner or novice, do you know what? I think anyone who is I met a developer last night actually who doesn't know properties, but he would like to start getting into it, even though he develops really large you know, buildings. I think it's anyone who wants to understand the ins and outs of how properties work from a distance, especially because I'm based in Dubai, and you know, having worked with you, anything is possible. So you're right, you can own your own time, be anywhere you want in the world, but still own properties. So I think anyone who lives abroad, anyone who's a complete beginner, even some people who maybe could be a contractor but wanting to know how to kind of set things up themselves. So I think that's the type of people I recommend would work for you. Like for myself, even though I had the experience of the other properties, I still felt like I needed more of a concrete setting to be able to move forward and start it on my own. So yeah, that's definitely the type of profile people I would push forward for this.
Oh, thank you. Well, you know, thank you for talking to me, and
it was a pleasure.
Massive congratulations on what you've done. I'm that happen next for you in 2023 and on into 2024, because there is so much to come for you, you know, so many investors that I know you're going to be working with. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Judy, for your inspiration.
Oh, thank you. And for anyone else watching this, if you think it sounds awesome, and if you are interested in something similar, then just message me and say freedom, and yeah, let's chat and see what the right
if you do it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judy.